I'm gonna pull it. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? This is Jose with Oakland Latinos United, aka Oakland Latinos Unidos. On here with Live with Jay, Part 9. You know what I mean? Your Sunday night live feed with Jose from the town. On here once again. Hopefully, if you're joining me, drop me a note, say what's up, say hello. I try to do this every weekend. This weekend I did it on Sunday. Pretty rainy out there today. I was in San Jose most of the day today. Kicking back with a homie out there in the evil side, the east side of San Jose. So I was out in San Jose today kicking back. It was raining out there though, a lot. But yeah, what's up with everybody? Who's out there? Leave me a note. Just want to do my live feed like I always do. Talk about different issues. See if you guys maybe have some issues you want me to talk about. Hopefully you enjoyed my barrio tours that I've done so far. I did the Dirty 30s, the Murder Dubs, in different neighborhoods in Oakland. You know, I want to continue doing that around the Bay Area and around the town. You feel me? So what's up with everybody out there? Hopefully you guys are doing good. Hopefully we get more people to join on. See what's up, man. What's up with everybody out there? What's up? What is it? What it do? Live with Jay Part 9. You're kicking back with Jose on the live feed for Oakland Latinos United, Unidos. So what's up? Who's out there? Throw me a note if you want any issue you want me to talk about. Throw it down there. I really don't have any issues to talk about today. I was in San Jose most of the day today, kicking back with a homie out there. You know what I mean? And right now I'm just relaxing at the house. Hella cold outside and raining. So I'm just chilling, relaxing with the heater on. You feel me? Listening to some oldies. How's the Colombian thing going? It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. It's slow right now with the COVID stuff. You know what I mean? But once we practice every once so often, and sometimes we play for tips here and there at certain locations in the Bay Area. And sometimes in Berkeley, sometimes in Oakland. But right now, music's been a little slow with me because it's just the whole COVID thing. There's no clubs open, no bars open, so it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard with the music, but the show must go on. You know what I mean? But yeah, if there's anything you guys want me to talk about, any issues, I really don't have any issues to talk about today. I mean, so much shit going on in the world. I mean, COVID's still going on. You know, now people are talking about the vaccine. So many different things, man. Like I said, if you guys want something for me to talk about, I'll talk about it. I'm kind of more freestyling it today. Usually I talk about certain issues, but today I'm a little, I don't know, I don't have any issues to really talk about. I'm just chilling live with you guys. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, you feel me? Just drop me a message and let me know. Hopefully you guys like my barrio tours. I just did one of the Dirty 30s. You know what I mean? 36, 38, Harrington, 35th. I did one of the Murder Dubs not too long ago. I want to do other parts of Oakland. I did Hayward, but I want to do Hayward again. Uh, I did Dakota. I did a few hoods out there in the East Bay. I did East Palo Alto, the Canal. I got to do Concord one day too, or Antioch. So what's up, man? Who's on here watching? You know what I mean? Drop a note. Say what's up. Say what's up. Say how you doing. You feel me? I see a lot of people coming in and out. Don't ear hustle. Join in the conversation. Throw me a message. You know what I mean? But hopefully the music will get back to good. And once this COVID stuff calms down, these lockdowns and stuff. We were playing a lot in patios and outdoors, but when Gavin Newsom closed the patios again, the outdoor dining, it got hard with the music for me. But yeah, I'm just chilling. How's everybody's day out there? Like I said, I spent most of my day today in San Jose, evil side of San Jose, San Jose. I was out in San Jose most of the day today, kicking back with a homie. You know what I mean? We were out there chilling. You know, got to see some Aztec dancers before the rain came. It was pretty cool. So who else is out there, man? Where y'all from? Who's joining me? Anything you want me to talk about, drop it. Let me know, and I'll talk about it as best I can. Especially if I know about the subject, I'll talk to you. But yeah, recently I did an interview on a thing called East Bay Yesterday. I don't know if you guys listened to it. You could look it up on Google. Look up East Bay Yesterday, and there's an interview there with me about Oakland Latinos United, about my history project, about the history of Latinos in Oakland. This research that I've been doing for a lot of years. But yeah, man, who's out there? Drop me a note. I see more people joining. Say what's up, where you from? Anything you want me to talk about? You know what I mean? You know, obviously the world is still tripping off COVID. You know, uh, the world is in shock because of this. But what can you do, man? It's just life. We just got to deal with it. Just like our ancestors dealt with bullshit in the past, we got to deal with what we got. So what's up with y'all, man? Who's out there? This is Jose with the Oak. How about FVG? You mean Fruitvale Gangsters? I mean, I had a couple homies from Fruitvale Gangsters. I remember them. I remember the old generation from the 80s, and then there was a generation from the 90s that were more on the Norteño tip. You feel me? But I had a couple homies who were from Fruitvale Gangsters. You know what I mean? From the FVG clique. Yeah, I think some of them are still around. Like, I've been seeing some dudes hanging out on Fruitvale lately. You know what I mean? But I don't know, you know what I mean? I ain't up on game like that about hoods like that like I used to be. I'm a square now, I'm old. I just stay out of trouble. You feel me? But I remember FVG, the Fruitvale Gangsters, back in the days. That's the old school. Yeah, man, so what's going on? Who else want to drop me something, you know what I mean? Kicking back, relaxing. I had a bomb ass torta earlier in San Jose at some place called Mexico Bakery, I think. I got a torta from there. That shit was hella good. You feel me? Like I said, I was out in San Jose today kicking back with my partner, hanging out. You know, getting away from the town, seeing a new place, a little change of scenery. It never hurts to get out and see something different. It's always gonna be town business, but you know, you gotta see the world, right? But yeah, man. So, Mr. Tawan Prince, what part of the town are you from? Are you from FBG, from Fruitvale? But you know what? I remember back in the days, I used to hear OGs call Fruitvale the Vale. Anybody ever heard that before? I remember fools calling it that, like way back in the days when I was hella young. They'd be like, "Oh, I'm from the Vale." That's like the old school. But yeah, man. I remember Sanborn Park back in the days. Now it's called Josie De La Cruz Park, but back in the days it was the old school Sanborn Park over there on Fruitvale by E16. You know what I mean? But yeah, who's joining me? Drop me a note. Anything you want me to talk about? Any issue? Any Oakland memories? Anything about the Bay Area or anything going on in the world? Say what's up, man. Say what's up to a brother. But yeah, man. I'm just trying to see what the hell I'm gonna do, man. Cause I want to go back to school. I want to write a book. I want to do more music. I want to make more money. You know what I mean? But right now, it's just so much BS in the way right now because of this COVID shit. I'm trying to figure things out. You feel me? But hopefully, 2021 will bring me something cool. Maybe I can figure things out. I want Oakland Latinos United as a blog to blow up too, man. You know what I mean? I want to be a YouTube superstar. But fuck, I've been doing this shit for so long, bro. I've been doing this. This YouTube channel has been in existence since 2007 or 8, so it's hella old already. You know what I mean? It's almost 14 years old. That's a long time. Feel me? That's a long time. But yeah, you know, who's joining me? Drop a note. Where you from? What you want to talk about? Like I said, today I don't have too many issues to talk about. Usually I already have issues that I want to talk about, but I've already talked about COVID. Yeah, like I said, I've talked about COVID before. I think most people are tired of hearing about that, you know. But like I said today, I don't really have a lot of issues to talk about. But we could talk about one of my videos, or maybe something about a future video you might want to see, or a topic that maybe I talked about in the past. Just drop me a note. Say what's up. You know what I mean? But how's everybody been out there? How was your day today? Hopefully you guys were doing good. Hopefully you got some good food. You know what I mean? I say dear. What does that mean? But I'm just kicking back, relaxing. You know, I brought a homie from Sacramento out to the town a couple of days ago, and he was laughing because he said there's like a taco truck on every corner in Oakland. He was like, man, in Sacramento they don't really have taco trucks. I was like, bro, you're in the town. There's like a taco truck on every corner. We known for the taco trucks in Oakland. But he was laughing because he said in Sacramento they don't really have too many taco trucks out there. And I was like, yeah, out here in Oakland, this ain't Sac, bro. They got taco trucks for days, especially on East 14th. You find one on every corner. You feel me? You know what spot I missed? Some of y'all might remember. Who remember the talk of the town? Taqueria Morelia, the talk of the town. That was my spot right there. I miss that spot. Over there on like 45th in East 14th. I was way up there. You know, if you old school, you know what I'm talking about. You feel me? But yeah, man, I want to interact with the people. Drop me some notes. Say what's up. Let's get this started. You feel me? I like doing these live feeds with y'all. You know what I mean? Talking about different issues in the community. You know? What do you think 2021 is going to be like? You think it's going to be a better year? You think the COVID stuff is going to calm down, or the vaccine is going to make any changes? What do you guys think about the situation with the new president? Sub homie talked about Bay Area Chicano groups like War. Actually, War is not from here, bro. They're from LA. The Chicano groups are like Malo, Santana, Azteca, Daquila. There's a couple more. Tower of Power, I guess you could kind of say they're more of a mixed group. Cold Blood. There was a few others. You know what I mean? That's the old school Bay Area groups. And I'm from the Rolling Swamps. You from the Doves? You seen my video about the Doves murders? Yee! You seen my video I made in the Swamps and the Doves? But yeah, War, Tierra, and El Chicano are from LA. But from the Bay Area is what? Azteca, Malo, Santana, Daquila, what's the other? Sapo, Tower of Power, Cold Blood, Sly and the Family Stone, even though that's more African American, but those are like the groups that were from the Bay Area. But sure, I grew up on a lot of that music. The Doves, I was in the Doves just the other day. But yeah, man, like I said, I was out in San Jose today, most of the day, kicking back on the east side of San Jose, which is like, I guess, the Mexican area of San Jose. A lot of good Mexican restaurants out there. You know what I mean? We live, like they used to say back in the days, we live and direct. from the hood. So what's up with everybody who's on here? Hopefully joining me. Hopefully let's make this live. What's your favorite Oakland movie? My favorite Oakland movie. I seen one recently called East Side Sushi. It was about a Mexican girl who lived in East Oakland who worked at a sushi restaurant. That was a pretty dope movie. Uh, what other ones I liked? The Principal was cool. That's up there. Uh, Blind Spotting was okay. It was pretty cool. Uh, Made in America. That one don't get talked about a lot. Does anybody remember Made in America with Whoopi Goldberg and Will Smith? That was a pretty cool Oakland movie. That came out in the 90s. Uh, Man, there's quite a few. I got five on it, like Darkroom Familia. That's a pretty funny movie. Was filmed in Oakland and Hayward. Uh, Man, there's quite a few, man. Oh, Dope Game 2 was pretty good. That was like Darkroom Familia. That was filmed in Oakland. What other movies from Oakland? There's a lot. There's a lot of movies that have been made in the town. Has anybody ever seen a movie with Danny DeVito called Jack the Bear? That was made in Oakland too. It was an old movie from the 90s. But yeah, man. What's your favorite Oakland movie? City of Trees. What's up, man? How you been? Out here chilling. That's my homie from Sacktown, Sakura. But yeah, I was telling the homies on here, I was in San Jose all day today, in San Jose, the evil side, or east side, kicking back out there with my homie. It's cool out there. San Jose's cool, you know what I mean? It's fun to go out there. There'll be a lot of cute broads out there. What's up, blood? How you been? Kicking back, just relaxing, doing my live feed like I always do. Somebody asked me what was my favorite Oakland movie, but I've seen a lot of movies filmed in Oakland. You know what I mean? But hey, to you guys listening out there, I did an interview recently on a show called East Bay Yesterday. And there's an interview with me about my documentation of the history of Oakland, of Latinos in Oakland. Check that interview out. Just go to East Bay Yesterday and scroll down on the stories and you'll see my story. It's called We Were Here Before California Was a State. It's pretty dope. It's like an hour long interview with me. But you guys should go check it out. It's pretty cool. But yeah, man, how's the weather out there in Sacramento? It's kind of rainy and cold out here in the Bay. You feel me? When I was coming back from San Jose, it was hella raining on the 80, on the 880. I'll check it out. Can you link it? Not while I'm on the live feed. Maybe I can link it to you. Just look it up. Look up East Bay Yesterday on Google and you'll find it. Uh, it's a program, it's a podcast. Just look up East Bay Yesterday and then you'll find it and then go into the website and then look for my story. You'll see it's called We Were Here Before California Was a State. And I break down the whole history of like a little bit about California Mexican history and then about specifically the history of Mexicans and Latinos in Oakland. You know, which is the reason why Oakland Latino United started was because it was part of my research that I was doing about Oakland. But yeah, man. Because unfortunately, the history of our people hasn't even been documented, especially in Northern California. You feel me? But it's just everything's about, when they talk about Mexicans, they just talk about LA like it's only in LA. You know, we out here too. We in Oakland. You remember Mexico Rose? Do you mean Mexicali Rose? The one over there on 7th Street? Hell yeah, I remember that spot. But I used to like another one that used to be down the street by the police station. It was called Mi Rancho. You remember that one? It was right there on Broadway by 7th. Nah, I didn't go to the San Jose flea market today, but I've been there. I went there like 2 months ago. The BART goes there now, actually. BART, there's a new BART station called Berryessa BART. It leaves you right there in front of the flea market. I was there about 3 months ago. Yeah, but I went to the last flea market I went to the Oakland flea market, and I went to that. Believe it or not, you're gonna laugh. I went to the flea market in Sacramento, that one on Folsom, because I was visiting a friend out in Sacramento. That was like a month ago. Cause I got like, some family and friends out in Sac too. I go out there once in a while. I'll be everywhere. There's a flea market in Napa too. I haven't been to that one in a long time. That was a pretty cool flea market too. It's cool. The Folsom Swap Meet. Yeah, I've been there a few times. I found some pretty cool stuff there before. It's small though. It's hella small. But yeah, nah. The last time I went to a flea market, I went to the Oakland flea market not too long ago. The one at the Coliseum. There's one at the Coliseum and there's a Laney College one. But I haven't been to the one to the San Ho. I went about my parents used to buy my clothes there. Yeah, I never really. Yeah, I bought some flea market clothes before a couple times. Yeah, man. I remember there's another flea market too in Sacramento, but it's like in another city. If I remember, it's called Denials or some shit like that. I haven't been there in hella years. I probably haven't been there in like 20 years, probably. But I remember going there a long. Yeah, Roseville. Yeah, I remember going there a long time ago. I was gonna say Rockland. I kept thinking it was in Rockland, but I guess Roseville. You're right. Mactown Biz. I got five on it too. Oh yeah, I got five. Oh yeah, the Mac. Yeah, the Mac for sure. That is one of my favorite movies. I forgot to say that. Yep, the Mac. I got five on it. It's hella funny. Part two is cool too. I've seen both of them. There's another one too that the same guys that made I Got Five on it did. It's called Dope Game 2. It's about like crooked cops in Oakland. It's pretty cool. It's actually a pretty cool movie. It's kind of low budget, but it's kind of cool. But what about Made in America? Nobody remembers that movie with Will Smith and Whoopi Goldberg? That was filmed in Oakland. They even filmed parts of it at Lake Merritt. That's an old school movie. That's like from like 93, 94. It's hella old school. Yeah, man. Oh, Poetic Justice. That lame ass movie was made in. Parts of it was filmed in Oakland, I remember. With Tupac and Janet Jackson. Like the end of it was filmed in Oakland. Seen this part called Comics Perspective. Thought it was cool. I haven't seen it yet. Comics Perspective. I mean, I've seen like that. There's other fools who are like Neil Lazard, American Cholo. I've seen Prison Break Raw, I think it's called, and I've seen a couple others. Yeah, man. So what's up with y'all, man? How's everything out in Sacramento? I was out there, like I said, about a month ago in Sacktown, the Mactown. But yeah, that movie, The Mac, was dope with Goldie the Mac. What was that fool's name? Max Julian. I've seen that movie back in the days. There's a pretty good documentary on YouTube called Pimpin' Ain't Easy, and it's about the story of the Mac, about the movie, and how there was like a feud between the Ward brothers and the Black Panthers. It's pretty interesting stuff. Because a lot of parts of that movie was filmed in like West Oakland and North Oakland area, like around San Pablo. I think they showed that one park. I think it's called Poplar Park. I think they showed it over there by Poplar in West Oakland. I think they filmed a scene there in that park. But yeah, man, I know West Oakland. And yeah, in that movie, a lot of scenes do look like they're in West Oakland, kind of. not Paisas, the Ward brothers. They were, they were these black dudes who used to be like pimps and drug dealers in West Oakland. And the Black Panthers, I guess, didn't like them. According to this documentary I was watching called Pimpin' Ain't Easy, you know what I mean? I don't know if you ever seen that movie, The Mac. You ever seen it? It was filmed in Oakland in 1973. It's an old school ass movie. It's hella old. That's like 50 something years ago. I mean, about 50 years ago now, that movie. It's getting up there in age. I seen it in the 90s, I remember that movie. Way back in the days. But yeah. That was that other movie too. There was another movie about Oakland that came out last year. Not Blind Spotting. It was another one where like the people were like horse people at the end. What the fuck was it called? I just called Sorry to Bother You. I think that's the name of the movie. That was a pretty funny movie. I seen it. It was like last year when it came out, I think. It was like a weird movie, but it was filmed in Oakland though. It came out a couple years ago. I don't know if any of you guys seen that movie. It's pretty funny though. I actually knew some people that came on that movie. A City of Trees. Have you seen that movie called East Side Sushi? That's about Oakland too. It's a pretty good movie actually. I just seen it not too long ago. Who DJs the oldies and the Baileys days? I don't even know. Fuck, it used to be Javier the X-Man and Chuy Gomez used to do some, and there was another dude too. I can't remember his name though. But yeah, East Side Sushi. It's pretty good. It was filmed in my neighborhood. It's um, it's about a Mexican girl who lives in Oakland, and she lives in the Fruitvale area, and she becomes like a sushi chef. It's pretty good. It's kind of corny, but it's actually pretty dope. Kind of dope that they recorded it in the hood where I'm from. You know what I mean? At least they made a movie about Mexicans in Oakland, so that I kind of give it that. You feel me? But yeah, East Side Sushi. Check it out. They had it on Netflix last time. They either you can find it online or you can find it on Netflix, I think, or you can find it on maybe on demand if you have cable. I watched it, I think, on Netflix. I think I watched it like a couple months ago. Yeah, but it's called East Side Sushi. There's one Mexican girl on it. She's kind of cute. She looks a little bit like Salma Hayek, kind of. She's young though. But yeah, the whole movie was filmed in Oakland on Fruitvale. They show Lake Merritt. They show like downtown Oakland. It's pretty cool. It's an Oakland movie about Mexicans in Oakland, but it's pretty dope though. They show the taco trucks. They show that taco truck in the Doves, the one on 22nd and East 14th, the Sinaloa. They show that taco truck in one scene. But yeah, it's a pretty cool movie. Check it out. It's called East Side Sushi. And yeah, I seen it not too long ago. I want to make a review of that movie actually. I should do that. That should be my next video. Like that people can know about it. But yeah. Where's Barrio towards heading next? I mean, I just did the Dirty 30s. Have you seen that one? Like the back streets of the Fruitvale. I did the Murder Doves before that one. Murders. Dirty 30s. I did I did the Canal area. I did Marin City. I did East Palo Alto. Maybe I might do another hood in Oakland. Maybe I could do the 925. Maybe like Concord or Antioch or one of those towns. Or maybe Vallejo. I've been wanting to do Vallejo. But I should do Sacramento when I'm in Sacramento next time. You know what I mean? Who thinks I should do Sacramento? What barrios can I show in Sacramento? The only one I really know is Franklin Street. You know what I mean? Maybe Northgate. Well, you're from Sacramento. Give me some tips. What's a good spot in Sac to film? You know what I mean? Because I ain't from, I know Sacramento, but you feel me? 47th and Franklin. I know where that's at. I thought the main part of the Mexican neighborhood is like by where La Esperanza. I've been to that place called La Esperanza before. That bakery. Yeah, this is still there, right? It used to be there back in the days. Yeah, but Fruit Ridge. You know what I'm talking about? That place called La Esperanza Bakery. They sell like Mexican bread. Yeah, still there. Yeah, we got a bunch of those bakeries on Fruitvale, bro. We got like five of them in one fucking little area. Cocaine Cowboys documentary. Which one? Part two? The one about that dude from Brookfield? I seen it. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I've seen it before. That dude Crosby, I think was his name, something like that. He was fucking that Colombian broad. Yeah, but yeah, I seen it. Concord has Rasa. Yeah, there's hella Rasa in Concord, especially around Monument and Detroit Avenue. That whole area is all Mexicans, bro, and Latinos. Especially Monument, bro. A lot of Southsiders out there, though. But yeah, Concord has a big Rasa community for sure. Probably in that area. Friends? Which Friends? The show? You like that area? I mean, I've been out to Concord. It's not that far from here, you know. But yeah, man. Concordia. Yeah, but there's a lot of Latinos in Concord, especially around like I said around Monument. A lot out there. Some pretty good taquerias out there too. There's one place called Mexico Taqueria or Mexico something. It's pretty good. I went there to eat a few times. Today I ate some bomb tortas at some place in San Jose on what's that? Story Road. It was called like Mexico. What was it called? Mexico Bakery, I think. They sell some bomb tortas there. I had never been there before. My homie took me there. It's on the east side of San Jose. It's crazy right now. Man, the homeless population is crazy everywhere, bro. It's crazy in Oakland. There's like homeless encampments all over Oakland and Berkeley. You know what I mean? A lot of homeless. Let's talk about the homeless situation. There's a lot of homeless people in the Bay Area. Not just in San Francisco, Oakland. If you drive around Oakland, man, there's hella homeless encampments all over in West Oakland and East Oakland, especially in East Oakland and West Oakland. It's a lot. All over the place. You know what I mean? They're just like all over the place. You feel me? But you're right, because the last time I was in Sacramento, I was on Fruit Ridge and Stockton Boulevard, and there was hella homeless people everywhere. I was like, damn. Like it looked like the Tenderloin there. That's a great issue. Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of, and the thing that I'm noticing now, man, it's not necessarily just homeless people. There are some whacked out people out there, man. It wasn't like that when I mean, it wasn't even like that out here. I'm sorry, this YouTube keeps hating on me, but when I was young, there was always homeless around, but not like now. You know what I mean? I mean, there's hella homeless people in Oakland, man. And there's just some crazy ass dudes, people out there, man. Like, they're just like nuts of people out there yelling at themselves, looking just crazy. Everyone has to like the feed. Keep it up. Keep liking the feed, y'all, for they don't hate on me. But I'm asking, what do you think is the reason why there's so many homeless people? Why do you think that a lot of the homeless people now are just insane, man. Like yelling at themselves, dirty, just like they don't care about themselves. Like, what has brought that up? What do you think brought that on? Why do you think there's so many homeless people out there? Is it the economy? Is it drugs? Is it laziness? What is it? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because there's just a lot of people out there. Is it gentrification? You know what I mean? I ask that question. What is it that's creating so many homeless people? And not just homeless people, some really insane people out there. I mean, there are some crazy people out there. You know what I mean? Like I get shocked at how crazy some of these people are, man. It's amazing. You know what I mean? It's just what kind of drugs or what did they do that screwed their brain up so bad like that, man? That's the question I ask myself that I still can't figure out because it doesn't make sense to me. It's just weird, man. You know? What do you guys think? You know what I mean? Let me know. You know, because I'm still trying to find an answer. CMC Friends. I don't know who that is. I don't remember that. But every story is different. But like, there's always been homeless people. Like I said, like when I was a kid in Oakland, yeah, there was always like some homeless dudes that would hang around and bum for change. They were always around. You know what I mean? And there were certain areas where you would see them. Like I remember, I used to see a lot of homeless people like around like downtown Oakland, like around Telegraph. Used to also see a lot of homeless people in West Oakland back in the days. Some parts of East Oakland too. You know, the crack era came in the 80s and 90s, and you know, you used to see a lot of crackheads and stuff. But now, man, I don't know. That's beyond crackheads what I've been seeing now, man. I've been seeing some insane people out there. Just put it like that, man. I hate to put it that way, but man, like we say in Spanish, you know, locals, man. Seriously, you know, and I don't remember seeing so many homeless encampments like I see now. I mean, now it looks like some of the stuff I see now is like stuff I would see in old movies about the Great Depression, like just homeless encampments and rows of poor people everywhere. It's just crazy, man. Someone said prescription drugs. That could be a possibility, man. I don't put it out of the realm of the possibility of why a lot of these folks are locals, man. It's a trip, though. It is a trip, you know, because it's just been getting it's just been getting worse, you know. It's been getting worse as time goes by, you know. Who knows what can be done to fix this or help this situation? You know what I mean? That's the thing I ask. What can be done to fix this situation? What can be done to stop so much homelessness out there? You know what I mean? Can these people be helped? You know what I mean? Are some people irredeemable? I don't have the answer, but yes, I know it's sad. Our families out there now, not just junkies. Yeah, there's a lot of families out there, kids. It's just a mess, man. It's a mess, you know. And the crazy thing is that everybody's a paycheck away from being homeless. You know what I mean? It's not out of the realm of the possibility, especially in California. It's so expensive. You know, price of living is so high out here. You know what I mean? Especially in the Bay Area, but even in the Central Valley and Sacramento, it's starting to get high. So it's like, yeah, like the inflation is crazy out here. You know, but I don't know, man. Unsustainable. Yeah, it's just crazy, man. You know, cause like back in the days when I was young, the only real place I used to see homelessness like that was when I would go to the Tenderloin in San Francisco. You know, do Diamond Park, but Diamond Park ain't the hood. I know Diamond Park. My homegirl lives by there. Diamond Park up there on the top of Fruitvale, the Diamond District. But yeah, I've hung out there many times. I did maybe I'll do San Antonio Park. That's a cool little park. But yeah, it's crazy, man. And then motherfuckers out here, there's been a lot of shootings and stuff in Oakland too. I heard in Sacramento too it's been getting bad out there. But yeah, there's been a lot of shootings in Oakland, a lot of gang activity, drug activity. It's bad, man. A lot of homelessness everywhere. You know, but yeah, man. But yeah, the homeless issue is a yeah, man. So what does that everybody else think about that? About the homeless issue? You know what I mean? It's like it's everywhere too. It's not just in Oakland. It's not just in San Francisco or Sacramento. I mean, I've been to Stockton too. Stockton, there's hella homeless people everywhere in that place. Who knows Stockton? Stockton, there's just like homeless people on every corner in that town. Yeah, man, I made a couple videos about the homeless issue in the Bay Area. Stockton is grimy as a motherfucker, bro. Stockton be hella grimy. Meth can have something to do with it. In the old days it was crack, but now everyone's doing meth. A lot of people doing heroin. And I remember the crack era in Oakland. That era was no joke, man. It was no joke. You know, I lived through that era, and it was pretty bad, man. It was pretty bad. I seen a lot of people get killed and get caught up in drugs back then. Crack, also PCP. A lot of people used to smoke PCP in Oakland back in those days. It was nuts too. It was crazy, especially late '80s, early '90s. That was a war zone in Oakland back then. You know, my ace turned into tweaker. He used to be the man. I think foreign investors park their money in the Bay, probably the roots of the problem. That is true. A lot of Chinese investors and investors from Asia, they buy up properties out here, and they don't even live out here. They live way out in China and God knows where. But yeah, City of Trees. Remember I made that video about my homeboy? You know what I mean? My homeboy who got caught up in drugs, that died. My best friend. He was a man too, bro. He had game, he had women, he had cars, he had businesses, bro. And he squandered it all away because he became a dope fiend until he died, bro. It was tragic, bro, what happened to him. And you know what? It's crazy because he got hooked on prescription pills. No lie. Yeah, I mean, but all the tech workers are leaving now with the COVID. All the tech companies, even though tech companies now they're moving to Texas. You know what I mean? The tech workers, a lot of them are leaving the Bay Area. I mean, some might say that's a good thing because maybe the prices will go down in the Bay Area, but a lot of tech workers left the Bay Area. But yeah, the Bay Area had an influx of tech workers. A lot of Indians and a lot of Asians, especially. You know. But yeah, man. Do you guys think the tech boom is what created more homeless people because it created the gentrification that hit the Bay Area? You know what I mean? But it's not just the Bay Area. I mean, look at Sacramento, look at Stockton. That's not the Bay Area, and there's hella homeless people out there. LA too. I heard LA, the homeless problem is horrible out there. I heard it's even worse than the Bay Area in LA, from what I was told by a few friends. You know? So I don't know, man. I mean, I was in San Diego about 5 years ago, because we go to Tijuana all the time, because my mom's from Tijuana. And there was like homeless people everywhere. So kind of sad that a San Francisco firefighter can't afford to live in the city. Yeah, man. That's That's the reality of San Francisco, bro. San Francisco is expensive as fuck, bro. San Francisco, when I was a kid, it was affordable. You could live in San Francisco, but now San Francisco is bad, bro. You know? Yeah, man. It's just crazy, the whole homeless thing, bro. What can you really do, though? Oh, yeah, the mission. I mean, there's pieces of the mission that are still kind of hood, but for the most part, yeah, it's not the mission that it used to be, bro. Like, it ain't the mission I knew when I was growing up, bro. Put it like that. The mission when I was growing up, that shit was dangerous, bro. Like, that was the place you could get killed hella easily over there. There was so many damn gangs, and it was just crazy. Like, you couldn't wear blue in one part, you couldn't wear red in another part. It was wild, bro. I remember that, too. I remember the Daniels and Sudanos used to sell like hella crack out there and all kinds of drugs out there. It was wild. It was a wild place, man. I seen some crazy shit happen in the mission when I was young back in the 1990s. Yeah, yeah, the mission. Even Hunters Point. Hunters Point ain't even really that hood anymore. I remember when I was a kid, when I was a youngster, I used to mess around with a girl in Hunters Point. She used to live over there by 30 Newcomb, kind of. Yeah, they weren't. They were putting down on you out there in San Francisco. They also used to have MS-13 on 20th Street. The 20th Street locals, they were MS-13 gang in San Francisco back in the days. And the Norteños, they had 24th Street, LNS, 22nd and Bryant, E-Mob, and a few other, all kinds of little cliques, bro. It was wild, bro. There used to be hella fucking gangs in the Mission back then, bro. And in the Upper Mission, like Excelsior, Geneva, all those areas. That shit used to be hella wild. Yeah, I got hit up hella times when I used to go out there. We used to go out there and mess around in San Francisco, and yeah, they'd be sex tripping on us, funking, and it'd be crazy. You know what I mean? It was crazy. Yeah, man. I remember that. That was back in the 90s when I was a little kid, when I was a youngster. But yeah, like I was saying, I used to mess around with this chick that used to live in Hunters Point. She used to live over there by 30 Newcomb, and yeah, I remember I used to go kick it with her, and she used to live in the hood. That was like the hood, like 30 Newcomb was like a dope spot, like just hella black dudes right there just selling crack all day. That shit used to be wild back in the days. But now you go to even Third Street, San Francisco, Hunters Point ain't even hood like that no more. Not that much, There's little pockets of it, like I said, kind of like in the Mission, but nowhere near what it used to be like back in the days. You know. Yeah, but San Francisco used to be ghetto back in the days. There used to be some fucking real hoods in San Francisco back then. These fools ain't even knowing, especially these tech motherfuckers. They don't know nothing about that, bro. There's people, even some of these fucking techies and hipsters in Oakland, bro, don't realize how Oakland used to be, bro. Like, I have a couple friends who are like transplants to Oakland, and when I tell them stories of how Oakland was when I was a kid, they're like, really? Oakland used to be like that? I'm like, hell yeah, that shit used to be wild, you know? But yeah. But Oakland, they haven't been able to take out all the hoods out of Oakland. You know what I mean? Oakland's still pretty hood, a lot of it. Not all of it, but a lot of it. There's still parts of West Oakland that are hood. There's the Deep East is still pretty hood still. You know what I mean? Fruitvale is still, some areas of Fruitvale are still pretty hood. The Doves is still pretty hood, but like Funktown is the area that now is getting kind of gentrified in East Oakland. Some parts of like Jingletown, where I'm from, East 7th Street, those areas are getting kind of gentrified too. Yeah, Richmond's pretty hood, man. I got family in Richmond. I go out there all the time, and it's pretty hood out there, man. It's not as bad as it used to be, but it's still pretty hood though. It used to be pretty rough out there in Richmond back in the days. You know what I mean? When I was young. So yeah, man. What about Sacramento? How's Sacramento? Is it is it hood out there? Is it ghetto out there? Like what I remember Sacramento was the bad areas were what, like the Garden, Meadowview, Del Paso Heights, Oak Park. I remember those are the areas I remember used to be hood. And I remember Frank Lone and Diamond, so I remember hearing about those hoods back in the days when I lived out there for a couple of years. But I'm not too familiar about what's going on in Sacramento. It's getting better. We're in Sac. Yeah, man. Then I remember I used to hear about some hood called G Parkway or something like that. You know what I mean? I used to always hear about that hood. But yeah, hey, Sacramento, they only have one flea market out there, huh? My mom grew up in Sacramento. They live in expensive like Land Park and less expensive parts. I know where Land Park is. I know where Curtis Park is too. Yeah, I know where Land Park. I know where Curtis Park is. I know those areas. I remember I used to go to some place called Marie's Donuts sometimes and buy donuts there when I used to live out there. I lived in Sacramento for like 2 years, and I used to live over there in that area by Power Inn and Fruit Ridge Road. Way the fuck out there. That was like by Elder Creek, by the creek, and also the Diamonds, like those areas. You know what I mean? I lived there briefly, and then I came back to Oakland. I didn't like Sacramento that. Yeah, it wasn't a McDonald's back then. It was a Burger King back then, believe it or not. You know what I mean? There was no McDonald's there. There was a Burger King there. And I think when I left, they turned it into a McDonald's like a little bit after I left. Because I remember going back to visit, and there was a McDonald's there. But I mean, Sacramento was cool, but it wasn't for me, man. I just didn't like it, bro. It was cool. It's a cool place to visit. No disrespect to homies from Sac, but I'm from the Bay, bro. I love being out here. You feel me? This is my home, and I work hard to stay out here. Your dad's been in the Fruitvale since the '70s. Yeah, man. My family's been in Fruitvale since the '70s too, bro. My grandfather was the first one that came to Oakland. He came to Oakland in the 1940s when World War II to work in the railroads. He came under the Bracero program. He came from Mexico, from Michoacan. He came to West Oakland and he worked in the Southern Pacific Railroad. But then he went back to Mexico, and then my mom came to Oakland in 1969 from Tijuana. You feel me? And then my dad came to San Francisco to the mission from El Salvador in 1970 or 71, something like that. So yeah, my family's been here in the Bay Area a long time. You remember when the Food Max Lucky's was the can come? Yeah, I grew up right down the street from there, bro. I grew up on East 7th Street. It used to be the Del Monte Cannery, bro. The Del Monte factory. They used to can all the cans. They used to can all the fruits and all that. Cause I remember we used to ride our bikes down there, and a lot of paisas used to work there, bro. And then they used to give us like free fruits and stuff, bro. Your family's been in Sakura since the '60s. What part of Sac were they in? Well, my mom, when she first came to Oakland, she actually lived in Funktown. She lived down there by the old Plaza Theater. If you guys are old school enough to remember that, the Plaza Theater used to be on 7th and East 12th by Clinton Park. They used to call it Wino Park. The new town across the street was delayed. He said, yeah, the Del Monte, Stockton Boulevard and Elder Creek. Okay, I know where that's at. That's by Lemon Hill Road, right? But yeah, there's a school called Will C. Wood over there. I remember. But yeah, the Del Monte factory. I remember that, bro. That was there when I was a little kid, bro. Cause I grew up right around the corner from it. I grew up by on East Seventh Street, and I used to live on Chapman Street. So there was Del Monte. There was the glass factory on Fruitvale. I don't know if you guys remember the glass factory. There was there's a cement factory on 29th over there by the 7-Eleven, and the flour one. There's a big flour factory too over there, still there to this day. But yeah, the Del Monte that was there, and then they tore it down in like the the late no mid 2000s. I want to say no mid 90s. Yeah, the Central Valley is where a lot of Mexicans used to go because it was where they would work the fields and stuff. You feel me? And then the Latinos and African Americans that used to come to the Bay Area used to come work in all the factories and warehouses and stuff and shipyards and railroad. That's where most of the people that came out here used to work in the Bay Area. Yeah, man. That's Bay Area history for y'all. Yeah, but my family's been in Oakland for a long time too. I got family in Sacramento though. I got a lot of family out that way. Matter of fact, I got more family in Sac now than I got in the Bay Area. I'm gonna work in those fruit valve factories. Yeah, man. Orale. Your dad came. Where did he come from to Fruitvale? Where did you migrate from? I mean, Fruitvale in the '70s, bro, was really deep with the Chicano movement. In the late '60s, '70s is when all of the Brown Berets and the Germany. He came from Germany, from Deutschland. Are you Latino or are you half German or what are you? But yeah, my family came to Fruitvale in that area. But you know what? I was told that Fruitvale used to be a German area a long time ago. There was a lot of Germans and Portuguese in Fruitvale back in the days. That's what I was told by a lot of old timers. You know what I mean? But yeah, when my mom came to the Fruitvale area in the '60s, she said it was like right in the middle of the Black Panthers, the Brown Berets, the Chicano Revolutionary Party, Cesar Chavez. So all that kind of stuff was really deep in the Fruitvale area back then. Like all that Chicano and Black Panther stuff was really, really big in East Oakland and the Fruitvale area back in those days. There wasn't so much gang stuff yet. The gang stuff hit more in the late '70s. The Cholos and the Black Hoods, the Turfs, like Felix Mitchell and all those guys. All that stuff really hit more in the late '70s. But yeah, man. It's crazy though, because a lot of people don't know that. No, the Panthers didn't hate Rasa. Who said that? The Black Panthers used to get along with Rasa in Oakland. They were cool with the Brown Berets. They were cool with the Chicano Revolutionary Party. They were cool with Cesar Chavez too. Nah, the Black Panthers never had a problem with Rasa in Oakland, bro. Back then, everyone was all love. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't realize that before the Cholos, before the Chicano movement, there was a lot of Pachucos in Oakland and Zoot Suiters. People don't know this shit. This is like history nobody knows about. I talk about it in that interview I was telling you about. They used to have Pachuco gangs in Oakland back in the days. You know what I mean? The Zoot Shooters, the Zoot Suit riots, all that stuff happened in Oakland too. People don't realize that. You know what I mean? I'm sure. I'm sure it probably happened maybe in Sac too. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, I don't know too much about the history of Sacramento like that, but it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, a lot of history gets forgotten in time. But yeah, if you guys get a chance, check it out. It's a podcast called East Bay Yesterday. It's you Google it. East Bay yesterday. Write it down if you have to. And look for the story that's called "We Were Here Before California Was a State." That was my interview. I talk about the whole research I did about Oakland Latino history. You know what I mean? Exactly. East Bay yesterday. It's an interview I did earlier this month, and it was released, and it was a very popular podcast. East Bay yesterday is a very popular podcast. A lot of people listen to it. So I did an interview about Oakland Latinos United. I saved it on my phone. I'll definitely check it out for sure. Check it out, bro. It's like an hour and a half long, so it's pretty dope. I speak a lot of knowledge. You'll get to see how smart I really am and how much I really know. You know what I mean? Thank you. Thanks, bro. Thanks for the support, because I can't do this without you guys, man, supporting this. You feel me? But you know what? I'm a little bit past the hour mark, so I'm going to have to say goodbye and end this podcast for the night, or this live feed. But thanks for coming on once again. Check that out. Check out that live feed. That podcast is called East Bay Yesterday, and look for the story that's called "We Were Here Before California Was a State." And remember to like my Instagram page, Oakland Latinos United, my Facebook page, Oakland Latinos United. And just support. Subscribe and like my videos too. Comment on my videos, on any video I have. Feel free to comment. And man, I'll talk to you guys later. Check out that East Bay Yesterday story I did. You can listen to the whole podcast. It's an hour long, like an hour and a half long, and I drop some knowledge about Oakland on there and about California history, and a little bit about Mexican history. But I'll be here next weekend, same time, around 10. I don't know yet if it'll be Saturday. Yeah, the Black Panther and Raza was cool for sure. But I'll be back next weekend. Maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday, maybe Friday. But I'll post it and announce it like I always do. And see you guys later. Take care. Adios. Ciao. Bye.